Welcome to the product preparation, cooking, and serving section of your New York Fries training. In addition to providing detailed instructions on preparing our signature fries, this video can be used as a refresher and troubleshooting guide if and when you fall into any problems or questions about your training. We will provide you with hands-on training so you understand the process from start to finish. Because this is a very involved cooking process, you will focus on one component of the process at a time.
I'm Pierre Bergevin, President and CEO of Cushman & Wakefield Limited here in Canada. It's a company of approximately 646 people, 272 professional salespeople, brokerage, advisory, and valuation. We've been in business in Canada since 1913.
I'm Mark Rose. I'm the Chairman and Chief Executive of Avison Young. Avison Young is the largest independently owned company in Canada and quite frankly the fastest growing. And I've had the honor to be working in this industry for almost 27 years.
I'm Jim Becker, President of Jones Lang LaSalle Canada. I've been in my role for 18 months, and my goal and objective is to grow the Canadian platform so that it looks and feels like the North American platform and the US platform as you see it today in the United States.
Hi, my name is John O'Brien. I'm the Vice Chairman of CB Richard Ellis Canada. I've been in the business for almost 40 years. It'll be 40 years next year that I started in the business, and CB in Canada is approximately 2,000 people and is probably the largest multidisciplinary company in the real estate business in Canada.
I'm Peter Menkes, President of Menkes Development's Commercial Industrial Division. We've been in business for 50 years. We're a Toronto-centric developer specializing in office, retail, high-rise residential, low-rise residential, and third-party property management.
My name's Sandy McNair. I'm the president of Altus Insight. We started this business 15 years ago, and we are the market information provider for the Canadian environment.
Okay, welcome everybody to Baker and McKenzie, and the first in what will be a four-part seminar series over the next 8 months on different topics that are involved in the immigration process and in reform and changes to many of those areas.
The power of your network is everything. It's I do a lot of coaching. I coach a lot of executives. I'm from Toronto. A lot of people think I'm an American, so apparently I sound like an American. Maybe there's something there. I've played a lot of hockey down in the U.S., and I have some clients down there, but that's about it. So maybe it's rubbed off on me. On the networking side, though, I always ask, one of the questions I always ask people and executives and everybody else is, when you're thinking about where you want to go in your career and what you want to do with your life and everything else, is who are the people who are going to help you get there? And a good question to always ask yourself, whether you want to move up in your career or you have a goal that you want to accomplish or whatever, is who are the people that are going to make a difference for you? Because we don't spend enough time there. And you can't do it on your own. I mean, some people think you can, it doesn't exist, or some people say, you know, look at that overnight success, and most overnight success takes about 15 years. It just doesn't happen that way. I'm going to talk a little bit about my book tonight. I'd be remiss if I didn't. And am I going to, promote a little bit? Of course I am. And I'm talking to a bunch of marketing people right now, so for the most part. But I think when you think about it, this book is originally, when I came up with a title, I was going to call it G7. And because G8 was already taken, and at the time people were really sick of G20, so It was, and I always, when I talk to people, I always talked about this concept of giving. And giving is just simply what I consider, a lot of people will call it networking, which is literally just connecting with people. I've always called it net giving. And net giving is just the attitude of what can I do for you? Because when you meet with anybody else, if you have the attitude of what can I do for you, that's long-term thinking. Most people go into most situations, companies, meetings, and that sort of thing with, what can you do for me? That's very short-term thinking. You're not going to get far with that. The more people you help in life get what they want to get in life, the further you're going to go. It just works that way.
Bring up our dear friends from Investors Group, Chuck Ely, who lost a brother to kids cancer. Investors Group has been with us from day one. They've been a volunteer, they've been riders, they've been a sponsor, and they do their own events on our behalf. They're an incredible sponsor, and they're our friends. Let's give it up for Chuck.
Wow, this is a great audience. I'm so...
Well, do you know this is the greatest quarterback in CFL history?
On behalf of Investors Group, I'm really honored to represent the company this morning. You'll hear some more on the weekend when you get back. It's such an important sponsorship for us. And as presenting sponsor, I want to thank each and every one of you for coming out and participating, because I know it sacrifices your time, your effort with your family, your work, and you're taking some time off to do this. Every time I come to this event, I remember my brother and the difficulties that he had. And understanding what you're doing and what you're contributing to help find a cure for this disease is tremendously needed. And I want to thank each and every one of you. I want to thank the sponsors. I want to thank Jeff and his staff. Let's give them all a great hand for getting us all set it up here. I'm going to do something here we do when we work with our kids, and it's called One Voice, One Team. When I say one voice, you say one team, okay? We do that. One voice.
One team.
One voice.
One team.
One voice.
One team.
Go get it.
Martin, the Treasurer of the Navy League of Canada, and I'm here to talk to you today about things financial. What I like to do is give you a guide for division and branch presidents to give you an idea of what your responsibilities are for financial affairs.
The purpose of this video is to highlight the voting steps for those involved in the Southern Sudan referendum, January 9th through January 15th, 2011.
Each step of the procedures is designed to advance the voters through the process in a timely manner. The polling station staff are trained to carry out the procedures in a smooth and harmonious manner.
Respect and remember every person in the GTA who has lost their lives to violence. Today, a memorial is established for these persons, and we now launch this memorial in their names. This memorial is mobile. We would like to introduce it to our schools, community centers, public arenas, and any place we are permitted to show it. The memorial is to bring more awareness to our young people that life is a special gift.
Put it in your ear, son. What's star music but for banging in your eardrum?
Turn your head, close your eyes. There's people out there dying.
Who's heard of the Toronto Argos? Anyone heard of a man named Pinball Clevens?
Argos, go. Okay, can we try it all together? What you guys are doing is a really good thing. You're supporting your community, trying to fight for peace, and showing the rest of Toronto that it is a positive and good place to live in and grow up.